80% of the bike is suspension. Normally people put money in more horsepowers, exhaust, and everything. But really what you are going to, or what is going to give you control on the bike is suspension. Like if you don't have a good suspension or a setting suspension to your riding mode, you don't have anything. Like you can have all the horsepower, everything, but if you don't have control of your bike, you are not going to use all that horsepower that your bike has.
Got it.
Okay. And now we're going to talk about the maintenance of the forks. So for example, if we ride, we're riding in mud or sand, it's really special to clean your seals of the suspension. Because every day what is going to happen if you don't clean it or something like that, we are going to have something that is called leak of oil in the suspension, and normally in these bikes the oil gets to the front brake. So it's going to work against the braking or the security of the bike. So what we're doing here is that we have a small thing in here that seals the
spring. It's like
spring,
a little spring.
Spring, and this is called the dust guard. Dust guard. So normally you get with a screwdriver in here. No, in here. You need a screwdriver and hit it, to pull it down. Yeah, we have this accessory that is from KTM, and this is the front thing that you just put in. You just go around the suspension, and it's going to clean your like in here. I just put it in.
Oh, you're able to do it.
But normally you have to pull this down, okay?
Yeah, but you think so we gotta,
And look what we're going to have in here. This is the result.
Oh, no way. So that you just cleaned it. Nice.
But it only the dust guard.
Dust guard. So you need to take the dust guard
down, and we just pull this in here to reach the sealing oil.
Is it? Do you have to be anything you need to worry about when you're pulling down that little dust guard?
No, it's just
Does it come pretty easily?
It's just rubber. It comes easily. You have to make sure that you don't hit the downside, so the dust or the water doesn't get seen or the mud.
Got it. And is there anything to do with the rear suspension to clean it or no? There's a spring.
It's already sealed.
Okay, good. Awesome.
So normally what we're doing here is that if you are a person that really likes off-road, so normally these street bikes comes to do the maintenance of the suspension that have oil inside for kilometers, for example. But for example, what we're doing here is that we do a lot of off-road. The suspension is going to work more than if you just use the bike for street mode. So what you have to do maintenance really quickly to your suspension, talking about hours or off-road kilometers. Normally an enduro bike, the ones I ride, I use maintenance of the oil about every 40 hours, 30 hours, depending on the races I get. What happened with this? This oil is the one that is going to give you the compression also of the bike. Because when you compress your suspension, the oil goes by small holes that is called valves. Small valves.
Okay.
Yeah. That goes inside, so depending on the oil, on how thick the oil, the suspension is going to work also like that. So what happens if we have an old oil inside our suspension is that the oil is going to lose the viscosity of the oil, and after it gets hot in here, it's going to become like water. So after a few hours riding your bike, you're going to feel the bike really loose, because the oil is like becoming like water. Going by these small valves, so the bike is going to lose all the compression and it's going to feel different.
So how about when they do these races like for 24 hours, or they do extended races, how do they take care of that problem?
No, just change the oil before the race.
Before the race, and then you should be good then.
Yeah, that's the idea, depending also of the oil you want to use, how thick, so this is a whole world inside this. You can play with the oil, the thickness of the oil, the amount of the oil you're putting to your bike, so you can play a lot with that. Also, I suggest when people is putting money in the bike, don't put horsepower, put control. So you can put a lot of things in here. There are a lot of brands that you can put in here. We can use WP, that is the ones that come in here in these bikes.
With the
brand of
oil.
the Vial P. The brand of the suspension.
Oh, the brand of suspension.
Yeah, so we can put accessories inside the suspension also. So you can put more, be more professional the suspensions, or adequate the suspension to your riding mode.
Got it.
So this is like outside things you can do to your bike, but inside the suspension we also can put accessories.